Hey everyone, this is Lomi, and after I recently finished working on my kid version of my doll character Vahn, I got to thinking about giving the adult version an update too. I know he's been neglected for a bit, and while I didn't have time to do a year-end wrap-up video back in December, I knew I'd mentioned wanting to make something for him previously, but when was that? I skimmed back through what I'd made in 2023, then 2022, and found nothing. So how long have I been intending to make something for this doll? Let's rewind a bit and see if I can figure it out, starting with the last in-depth wrap-up I did back in 2021. I have been meaning to make him an outfit and make him some armor for like forever. And I think that's probably something that I'm gonna try to move up on my schedule, my list of goals for the year, because he's been hanging out in this outfit pretty much since I got him, with the exception of the new boots. So that's been a while and he really needs an upgrade. Okay, but when I said a while, what did that mean? Lumia got painted and she got clothes, but I never did get around to anything for Vahn. Even though Vahn was supposed to get an outfit, he ended up not getting anything at all. So for the coming year, my big goal for him is to figure out a good way to make his armor. Vahn was supposed to get a whole new outfit. I think I did make his shirt this year, didn't I? It looks new. And I did just make his Christmassy vest, but he did not get an outfit in time for Christmas, so maybe next year. Poor Vahn, my Iplehouse SID Claude, spent most of the year put away. He got a new face up, but he needs a lot of work. He needs a better wig and new eyes since the ones he had worked better for a different doll. He's had this outfit forever, but I made it when I first started, and my sewing skills have improved. He'll get a new wig, new eyes, and an updated outfit. That did not age well. So I did update his face up and made him a better wig in the past several years, but otherwise I've literally been meaning to make him a new outfit since 2016. Since before I started my channel, and 8 years later I still haven't made it. Well, I guess my moment of reckoning finally came, because while I bought him some pants a few years ago as an intended part of his future outfit, the only piece of doll clothing I've ever bought instead of making it for the record, the fake leather pants suddenly started deteriorating, and even the slightest flex made them come apart. So this was it, finally time to start working on Vahn's outfit. I wrote it in my planner at the beginning of June with the very ambitious goal of finishing the outfit that month, which was a little misguided, but hey, clearly I made progress because I have this video to share. Step 1 of the project was coming up with a design. I always wanted him to have armor. Honestly, if I'd been able to buy the full set back when I got this doll, that outfit would have been ideal for him. But now I have to come up with something on my own, so I spent some time sketching a rough idea for what I wanted. I 3D printed some pauldrons for him ages ago, so I know I can use those. He'll need some kind of gauntlets or van braces, but I don't want to go overboard on the armor because I want this to be something he can wear a long time without it needing to be removed completely to pose the doll. He'll need a gambeson under the armor, and it'll have a standing collar because that's the fashion in his homeland, according to the book I wrote. It'll need to be long enough to protect him, not only in an armor respect, but to protect the resin from his armor so he won't get scratched. I want to be able to incorporate some color, so adding a tabard over the top that's embroidered with the royal family's crest makes sense. It can be blue and silver, which are the colors of the kingdom he serves. But he still needs actual armor between the tabard and gambeson, so for that he'll have a chainmail hauberk. I considered scale mail, but chainmail was going to be expensive enough. Making that is not going to be easy, but I think it'll be nice when everything is said and done. He'll be able to wear his regular boots over pants I'll be making from vintage leather, and I'll need to figure out some greaves or something to go over the boots, but that comes later. I've never made a whole doll garment out of leather before, vintage or otherwise, just occasional accessories, so I don't know if that comes with any risk of staining. I know I don't want to risk it though, so I figured the best way to start the outfit would be making him some tights out of super thin white jersey knit fabric. They'll be high-waisted, so they'll offer protection from stains, but also function as socks and a good foundational layer. This pattern is up on my website now, so if you find you want to follow along and make something like this for your own dolls, you can download it now and get sewing. I pinned the legs together, front and back, then pinned the front and back curves together to get sewn first. This is so I can just sew the whole thing in just a few seams. Going all the way around the outside edge takes a while, but it's a pretty easy start, and it feels nice to be making something for one of the bigger dolls again. I cut down the seam allowances after the tights are sewn, taking them from a 1/4 inch seam allowance to a little less than 1/8. The knit fabric won't fray, and this reduces a lot of bulkiness, so this will fit skin tight on my doll. My goal right now is sort of to get the doll done by the end of summer, and I think I can probably do everything but the chainmail, which is going to take forever since I'm making it myself. Right now I've done about 3,000 rings out of 12,000, and I'm not totally positive 12,000 will make a whole hauberk, so I may end up having to order some more. Definitely one of the more challenging customizations I've done, but it's fun to learn a new skill, and I think I'm finally getting the hang of basic 4-in-1 chainmail. I finished the waist of the tights by turning the top edge in by about a 1/4 inch and then sewing it with a multi-step zigzag stitch, which is ideal for stuff that needs to stay stretchy. Overall, I think the tights are the easiest part of all this, and they fit pretty well, so there we go. The first piece in this very big project. So step 1 was planning, check. Step 2 was making the tights, check. Now I just have to figure out all the other things I have to make for this doll and actually get it done. Okay, maybe I was being more than a little ambitious when I wrote down getting this done in June. Honestly, it might take a good portion of the rest of the year, but at least I know what I'm going to be working on. Better late than never, right? If you want to follow along on this doll customization project, make sure you subscribe, and I'll be back soon with the next piece of the update. That's all for this time though. Thanks for watching. Bye.